Bizzardvark, Paige goes insane. So I was watching Disney Channel late at night and it said that a new episode of Bizzardvark was going to air, so I decided to watch it. The intro itself was all normal, but at the end of the intro for around 15 seconds or so a cruelly drawn picture of Paige was shown and it said spooky stuff like 666 and I will eat your children, and Paige had a creepy smile on her face and her eyes were all blood red. I then decided to read what the episode was called and it was called Paige Goes Insane. I thought that was odd and creepy, but I continued to watch the episode and it started pretty creepy and odd. Paige was sitting down on a chair at Voogle and decided to get her iPhone out of her pocket, and she called someone, and that someone was Frankie, her best friend, and she said, "Frankie, why don't you come over to our studio at Voogle? I got something nice to show you." Frankie replied by saying, "Oh okay Paige, I'll try to come there as fast as I can." The screen cut to black for a few seconds and then came back to Ethan Wacker and Jake Paul, and I thought it was a bit weird that Jake Paul was on Bizzardvark, as this was a new episode and Jake Paul was no longer on Disney anymore, and Ethan seemed visibly worried about something. Jake Paul said to the camera, Hello guys, it's me Jake Paul with Dare Me Bro, and I have my friend here Ethan." It then suddenly cut to one grave in the middle of a forest, and on the gravestone it simply said the letter B, which is the first letter of Ethan Wacker's last name. It then cut to Frankie and Paige in their studio at Voogle, and Frankie asked, "Paige, where and what is the thing that you wanted to show me?" Paige replied with, "It's in the back under the recliner." Frankie mumbled MK and went to the very back of the studio. Once she went to the recliner and looked under it, Paige took a small pocket knife from her pocket and threw it at Frankie when she was not looking, and the screen turned to black and all that could be heard was a high-pitched scream that sounded like Frankie's scream of pain. After nearly 2 minutes of the black screen and Frankie's scream of pain, it finally stopped suddenly and cut to Amelia and her making cookies until Paige interrupts her and hands her a bowl of blood and says to Amelia, "Well Amelia, your cookies could use some more flavor to it." Amelia quickly said "Bulletin, but Paige, that's blue blood." Paige said to Amelia, "Yes, it is blood, and I had to get my hands very dirty to get this blood to help flavor your cookies, but there is one problem. See Amelia, for the amount of cookies you're making there is just not enough blood in this bowl, so I'm going to need to get more. Mind if I take some of yours?" It then cut to an old movie and the only thing you could hear was a scream of pain. Amelia's scream of pain. The scream and the old movie was on screen for around a minute until it suddenly cut to Paige taking dark red colored cookies out of an oven and said to the camera, "Would you like some?"